The song Golden Sun in Grey is a particular favourite of mine, and it's a difficult one for people to interpret unless I explain it. It's basically a story about a young girl that lives in a fishing community, and a sailor visits the port one day. She gets close to this sailor and they have a liaison, shall we say, and then he disappears and leaves her behind. She's fully expecting him to come back, but he never does. And so she spends her time sitting on the beach, pining for him and waiting for his return. The golden sun in grey refers to her golden blonde hair on the grey sand in the evening side. And so she uses a lot of similes all the way through the song, like my eyes are like a tide pool, things like that. So all the words that she's using are basically around the ocean, trying to call him back to her. And of course, he doesn't come back at all. And so the piece of music has the potential to become melancholy, where she is constantly thinking that she has nothing to live for without him. Right at the end of the song, we realise that she's actually with child, and suddenly she realises that she has something to live for and she has a future ahead of her. And I wanted to finish the record on that piece of music because I felt that it finished the record on a particular positive note, which was really important.
It's really tough to pick out favourites from this album because I really like all of it. I know that sounds corny and, and maybe, I don't know, odd or something, but I really enjoy this entire album. If you really wanted to nail me down to a track, Golden Sun in Grey. That's the one that I really come back to a lot. Yes, I do a mammoth guitar solo in it, and sort of I think of this and the Marble Arch with the Oliver said to me, right, this is your Dave Gilmour moment on top of the wall. Okay. I knew exactly what he meant, and I was hopefully able to deliver that on both those tracks. But the part that gets me is about 2 minutes 40 seconds into the track, and it's where she sings the words "stay." I've written this down, so that's why my eyes are getting on it. She sings the words "stay, stay," as your heart moves further away. That's the moment for me that really stands out. The whole track just comes down, and in the background, and this is the part for me, as well as Hayley doing this wonderful, heartfelt vocal, is Oliver's piano in the background. Now, until we did Mother and Sunder, the album I mentioned earlier, I didn't realise after 22, 3, 4 years, whatever it is, of Oliver and I knowing each other, that he liked a band called Savatage, and so do I. Prog metal band, fantastic band. Our favourite album, and I didn't know this either, is Edge of Thorns. When we was doing Mother and Sunder, he came back with his synth part, and I was like, man, that sounds awesome. Where did you get that from? He goes, he said, that was I've just put my Savatage hat on. And he was like, wait, what? So you like Savatage? He goes, yeah, he said, and especially the album Edge of Thorns. And that was like, really? I had no idea you like that. That's my favourite Savatage album. Anyway, coming back to Golden Sun in Grey, where Hayley sings this wonderful vocal. In the background, Oliver's doing this really kind of piano part, and that again, whether he meant this or not, probably not, that also reminds me of Savatage.
Stay, stay, as your heart moves further away. Pray, please pray for the love we have to stay.
Anam Cara, it's a beautiful album, and my favourite song on the album is Golden Sun in Grey, which is the last song on the album. It's got a beautiful drift to it, to its conclusion, and obviously Oliver's playing is fabulous. And I got to improvise quite a lot, which I love to do. I improvised over the first couple of minutes of the song. I was really pleased with that.
My favourite song on the album is Golden Sun in Grey, which is the final song on the album. It's a longer epic, which I like, and also I just really like the musical themes and the textures in the song. It's just really interesting. It was a little bit of a challenge to record though, because Oliver had this idea for a mandolin part, but it wasn't in the range of a normal mandolin. So I thought, what could I do about that? And I had a alto mandolin by a luthier called Eddie Green, who also made my main mandolin. It's a really beautiful instrument. But also there is some lute on there doing even lower notes that instrument couldn't actually manage. And also the lute is on the introduction as well, with these fast flourishes, which were also a lot of fun to nail down. I would say that song, Golden Sun and Grey, is the high point for me, especially those last few verses where it changes keys with Hayley singing, sort of soaring over the top of each section, intertwined with the solos. It's just a really good way to finish the album, I think.